Devil's Snuff Powder is an occult sprinkle powder used in several cunning folk traditions. It has several purposes, all having to do with dealing with someone acting against you in some form or fashion. In this video, I'm going to share with you two versions of the Devil's Snuff Powder. Magical powders are relatively easy to make, so both versions of this powder would be a great addition to your magical arsenal. The first version has the following ingredients: bayberry bark powder, cinnamon powder, chili pepper powder, and red sandalwood powder. Let's take a closer look at these ingredients to get an idea of how they'll be working in your Devil's Snuff powder based on several cunning folk traditions. Bayberry is associated with good fortune and prosperity. When used for hexing, this helps to negatively affect any good fortune your target may have. When you use it on yourself, you're benefiting from the positive aspects of good fortune and prosperity. Cinnamon can help to bring speedy results, victory, success, protection, power, strength, and luck. The cinnamon here helps the Devil's Snuff powder to bring results to your workings, whether hexing someone or shielding yourself. Chili powder can repel negativity, thus promoting protection, and helps to speed up the effects of any mixture it's added to. It's ruled by Mars and associated with the fire element, so it's a potent ingredient for serving your anger or revenge on someone. Used as part of your Devil's Snuff powder, it can function as both protection for you and to fuel your hex against your target. Red sandalwood promotes protection and aids in money workings. When combined in the Devil's Snuff powder, it helps to eliminate any hatred and anger in anyone you've pissed off. This aspect comes in handy in some of the suggested workings we'll talk about in a bit. This version is meant to be sprinkled on yourself, sprinkled on your or someone else's belongings, on candles, and in or on poppets or effigies. This version of Devil's Snuff powder can be used to hex someone who's harassing you or keeps messing with you. This is a good working to use a poppet or effigy along with some sort of container like a box to keep the poppet or effigy in. Load the poppet or sprinkle the effigy with Devil's Snuff powder, focusing on the repercussions that they'll experience when he or she tries to harass you. Line the inside of the box with mirrors facing in and place the poppet or effigy in the box. Continue to charge the box and its contents with a focus on consequences continuing to get worse for the target each time he or she tries to mess with you. Keep the box hidden from view and disassemble the contents when you think your target has learned his or her lessons and has had enough. Another option is to use Devil's Snuff powder with a black skull candle to bind your enemy and stop others from meddling in your affairs. Write out a petition with the target's name, date of birth, and write that they are not able to interfere with your business or relationship. For example, you can write something like, John Smith, 5/20/79, is incapable of interfering with my marriage. Sprinkle some Devil's Snuff powder on the petition, fold it, and bind it with black string. Don't forget, some practices like folding the paper and wrapping the string away from you for negative workings, so use this method if this helps to reinforce your purpose. Create a hole in the black skull candle so you can load the bound petition in it. Sprinkle more Devil's Snuff powder on top of the petition, then seal the hole. Burn the skull candle completely down and discard the remains of the spell when you're done, preferably away from where you live. Use the powder when placing a hex on a friend who has betrayed your confidence. This hex focuses on causing financial harm or to bring bad luck to your target. This is a simple hex that can be done with yellow, green, and black candles, a petition, and the Devil's Snuff powder. The yellow and green symbolize wealth and luck, and the black represents the negative effect you want on those. If you associate other colors with those, then use those instead. A few of the ingredients of the Devil's Snuff powder influences money and wealth. Combined with the other Mars and fire ingredients, the powder acts to bring about negative effects on your target's money situation. Write a petition with your target's name, date of birth, and the statement of what you want to happen. So in this case, you can write something like, Janet Jones, May 7, 1982, loses her monthly bonus at work. Sprinkle the Devil's Snuff powder on the petition and the candles, and place the petition in the center of the 3 candles. Light the candles and allow them to burn down completely. Lastly, you can use devil's snuff powder to keep your personal business private. Take some of the powder and rub it on your hands. Sprinkle some powder on some of your personal things. Think about things that you have around you often or that contain information about you. This could be things like a purse, a wallet, your cell phone, a tablet, or even your laptop. And now for the second version. This version uses the following ingredients: 3 ounces of powdered tobacco, 3 ounces of powdered orris root, 1.5 ounces of iron filings. Sift all of the ingredients together several times and then store the powder in a container with a lid. This version of the devil's snuff powder is particularly useful in keeping someone from discovering you are working against him or her. So let's take a closer look at these ingredients to see how they'll be working in this version of devil's snuff powder. Tobacco promotes peace, confidence, and personal strength and is also used for banishing. It also is known to help sharpen concentration. It's ruled by Mars and associated with fire, so it is very potent for hex work. It also embodies the properties that promote victory, aggression, achievement, action, assertiveness, and strength, and can be used to hold an enemy down. As an ingredient in this version of the devil's snuff powder, the various properties of banishing, binding, victory, strength, and confidence helps the spellcaster to act stealthily when working against a target. Orris root promotes protection and personal success. It works with the tobacco to protect the spellcaster while being concealed. Iron is a metal most associated with magic. Iron provides power, protection, and fosters psychic energy. Iron protects magical tools and practices much the same way lead shields someone from radiation. This, of course, makes it ideal for this version of devil's snuff powder. Like the other version, this powder is specifically dusted onto your hands. You'll want to dust your hands with this powder before you cast a spell against an enemy. This will allow it to act as a screen and protects you by concealing what you're doing so your enemy can't detect you're doing a working against them.
If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And thanks for watching.